Groove music.
Let's get the people with my life is a movie in HD. Thinking the life of me, baby. Like love and hip hop, I'm not too crazy. I swear I can't get enough of these ladies. I just wanna be loved, but they don't make it. Try to share my world, but they can't take it. Every time I try to save it, but if I give them my dreams, I will be faking. I need a woman who is down for me. Know that I am down for it. Won't put under pressure with the time it gets back. Never let them destroy what we had. Love us as you will know that's my bad. When I'm on the road and you can't go with me. When I'm doing shows, don't be tripping on me. You know I gotta show love, kissing, hugging on me. I look but I don't touch, don't be tripping on me. My bad, you be tripping on me. Tripping on me, yeah. My bad, you be tripping on me. Tripping on me. I wasn't trying to fall in love like this anymore. No man will fall in love before a woman every time, but I ain't falling for you anymore. I would never say it, I ain't pressed for your time, baby. I know my limits, I had to end it. Got too attached, can't afford to spend it. No time to lend it, my mood on winning, baby. Wait a minute, you be on that boot up, trying to hold me down and get glued up, don't front. I just want a night with a few blunts, $2, nothing too much. I ain't tripping, but I gotta keep it real with you. I wanna fall in love with you, baby. I wanna make love, won't be lazy. Never met a nigga like Brady. You gon' be the one to have my baby. My bad, you be tripping on me. Tripping on you. My bad, you be tripping on you. Tripping on tripping on you. Hopped off a flight, coming in off the road. I was out doing shows, missing you. Even when I'm home, I'm always here on the go. Even when you don't know, it's for you. You say to me that time is more important. That is the real thing. But I get caught on working every time. When you hit up my line, I don't answer cause I'm busy. I need you to hear me. I'm going out of my way to let you know. For a long time, baby. You stay on my mind, you stay on my mind, baby. Girl, I never wanna lose. I don't wanna lose you. No, I couldn't. Yeah. I know we would break me into. It's how much I love you. How much I love you.
What's up, bro?
Hey, bro. I need you to come down here, man. Like, we can't find your vocals. I don't know what happened. Yeah, we need you down here like ASAP, though.
Alright, I'll be here.
In the studio, working on these songs. When sometimes I wanna be home, touching you. Trying to get a placement, working out of a basement. One day we gon' be famous. Gotta do what I gotta do. You say to me that time is so important. That is the real thing. But I get caught up working every time. And when you hit up my line, I don't answer cause I'm busy. Your feelings, I need you to hear me. I've been loving you, babe. Long time. Stay on my mind, stay on my mind, babe. Girl, I never wanna lose. I don't wanna lose you. I know I can. Whoa. for. Hey, give you more and more and more. Ooh, hey, I know. Sometimes I lose sight of things that may be important to you, but I swear I don't intend to. 'Cause in my mind, I do it all for you. Do it all for you. Hey, yeah. Oh. I've been loving you, babe. I never want to lose you. I would die if I lose you, yeah. Ooh, break me into hey. Let me be your king, girl. Give you all of me, yeah. With you by my side, baby. That's how much I love. How much I love. Let me be your king, girl. Give you all of me, yeah. With you by my side, there ain't nothing we can handle, no, no. No, no, no. No matter how hard I try, you don't make it easy. Baby, I love you, please believe it. We've been riding for a minute, and every time I think about it, it got me in my feelings. Lay mine, just being 100. Baby, you know you so fun, but I'm strung out. Going off your love like a drug, can't get it up. Girl, you got me in my feelings. I said I wouldn't break your heart, but I made a mistake. I loved you from the start. No lie, no lie. That part wasn't fake. I got caught up in the lights, the models, the bottles, the parties all night. Thought it was part of the life. Not making excuses. I know it wasn't right, no. You don't understand what I face. Trying to be the man you need every day, and I can't keep them on my face. And I can't keep them on my face. Trying to get this money, I'm on a paper chase. Thought this was what we wanted, but all I do for us. I admit I want some bullshit, I can change. I just need your forgiveness, baby. No matter how hard I try, you don't make it easy. Baby, I love you, please believe it. I love you, baby. We've been riding for a minute. Every time I think about it, it got me in my feelings. Just being 100. Baby, you know you so fun, girl, I'm strung out. Going off your love like a drug, can't get it up. You got me, yeah, you got me in my feelings. I know that I was dumb, and I threw our love away. You asked me where I knew it from. It don't matter, color. She don't mean nothing to me. I'm numb, babe. I'm dead, baby. Finally with you. Hey, tell me how to get it back. Baby, I just wanna get it back. Ooh, yeah. You don't understand what I do. Trying to be the man you need every day, and I can't keep them on my face. And I can't keep them on my face. They see me trying to build your castle, baby. I'm on a paper chase. Ooh, hey. All I do for us. I admit it was some bullshit, I can change. I just need your forgiveness, babe. No matter how hard I try, you don't make it easy. Baby, I love you, please believe it. We've been riding for a minute, babe. Every time I think about it, it got me in my feelings. Keep me 100. Just be 100. Oh, baby, you know you so fun. I'm strung out. Going off your love like a drug. She got me in my
Now there ain't no formula to this love thing, 'cause I made mistakes, the result was watching our love change. Can't never be the same, and I just keep feeling this distance from you, holding on to what was done, and I'm seeing the difference. We speak, you dismiss them, and it's just like the pieces you's missing. I need you to listen. I want this forever, but managed to be our division. I mean, these lights got me bugging, it's likely for nothing. While stumbling through shadows, 'cause I'm lost without that light from your loving. And I gotta deal with these pressures you couldn't measure, of a pointless moments of pleasure. I'm listening to you lecture me about all my different evils. Can't tell you which is the lesser. Between us, I'm the lesser. While I pray the Lord just bless her. When I got this love and you never see it, 'cause you only know to live in my past, thinking that I'm trying to keep shit a secret. apart. We just glass in the crash, bent the fender, hit the dash, like flash. I threw away what we had. No matter how hard I try, hey, you don't make it easy. You don't make it easy. Baby, I love you, I love you, baby. We've been riding for a minute. You've been holding me down for so long. And I'm sorry. Just being 100, girl. Baby, ain't no use running. Don't I feel love like a drug? I can't get enough, no.
Yo, it's your boy Mr. Deeds, the Open Mic King, and it's going down. 216-526-5055 is the number. Make sure you're calling in. I don't know why the camera is just showing the top of my head. I know my hair cut fresh and all, but why is it just showing the top of my head? But you are tuned in live to the Vibe on Air. Mr. Deeds, the Open Mic King, and we got a hot show coming up for you. Make sure you are tuning in simply by going to www.thevibeonair.com. Of course, you can also see us on Facebook. You can see us on Periscope live right now and live on YouTube right now. And of course, the Vibe on Air is the call letter, so make sure you are tuning in. Our guest today, we got my man Calvin Love. He's going to be in the building from Little Giants. He's going to talk about that organization he has and talk about his new book he got coming out, and also tell you about the book signing he's going to have. Of course, I got some ratchet news. I got a lot of music. I play a lot of local artist music, so please come check us out. Please come check us out. If you got music, feel free to send it in to us. I'll be more than happy to play your music. Send it to www.thevibeonair.com. We want to show you some love, so make sure you shoot that out to us. But we're going to jump into some more music real quick, just getting the show started. When I come back, I'll be doing the ratchet news, of course, and you know, it's just going down, and I appreciate a lot of the love and support I've been getting from people. A lot of the artists have been sending me music. I appreciate that too, and soon I'll be showing some appreciation to y'all with some upcoming events we got going on here. If you want to be part of the show, feel free to call. The phone line is open, I think. Let me make sure. It will be open in a second. I had to turn the phone on. But make sure you're giving us a call and come and talk to us. We got some crazy stuff in the ratchet news, especially about your boy Donald Trump. Trump is tripping, as he usually do, but you know we gonna figure that one out in a minute. But we gonna keep it going, man, because I got some music for you. I got a lot of stuff for you, man. We gonna play a lot of music videos as I always do. But make sure you are definitely tuning in. Make sure you go to the vibeonair.com and click the little blue follow button. If you got a Google account, of course, it requires that, but it doesn't cost you anything to do it. Go on my Facebook, hit the like button at thevibeonair.com or the Vibe on Air Show on Facebook. Go to Periscope, Instagram, Snapchat, everything. Like the Vibe on Air. Subscribe to the Vibe on Air. We're going to be back in a little bit, man. I just wanted to get an intro. We're going to jump into some music from some talented folks. Some very talented folks. I ain't lying to you. These dudes is talented. I'm going to actually take you back real quick. If you're a Cleveland head, you'll know what this is. You'll definitely know what's coming up next. But first thing is first, as always, in you know, supporting everybody else, I would sure like some love my damn self. Real talk. It's the Vibe on Air. Let's go.
If you or someone you love need to be freed, call Mr. Deeds. With immediate response, 24-hour bail bond service for misdemeanor or felony charges, Mr. Deeds is ready, serving all courts in all counties with affordable bail bond service.
Mr. Deeds is who you need to be freed.
Man, what up, man? It's your boy, I am DJ Ball, and I am on Vibe on Air with my homie D.
Back in the days when we used to play up at the rack.
tickets? If not, I want them all since you think that I'm bullshitting. Distributing quarter keys, Monday through Friday. Illegitimate handgun, our regular protege. Promiscuous black girls know nothing but tight things. They smoking they damn selves and fronting on dope things. Smokers we need, but hang around for my feedback. Can I get hooked? How many times have you said that? Straddle my mix, reciting premature paragraphs. Spit out a physics, then everybody want an autograph. Caught up in a franchise, endangered and victimized. Identified as a negative guideline. Shit, I wanna rap, but with the motive to send a message. So I told him, ready rock, ready rock. Back in the day we had the ready rock, ready rock, ready rock. Back in the day we had the ready rock. Sorry, little one, you got to come strong, hard, fast, mean, and with more juice for the people storming to the store like hurricanes. They insane, I'm amazed at the fact we give them crack on the track. You talk rip, I spit back in your face. You can't erase the memory. Back in the days, you know you could not get with me. Yo, this is your style. Go off with G. Storm in, never warning. The top is coming to me 'cause I want it. I'm immune to anything you bring. Like a swarm of bees, the whole tribe will sing. Check it, Lotto. It's what I wear into battle. Mercedes Benz, all the horses that we saddle. Go. We don't want anymore, man. We got a first man, but up the fucking store. Checking girlies. So deaf is a shame. We skeet the front of bitches, don't even know their name. You ain't a sucker in my book, but the next time you're on the toilet, get up and take a look. Quick cheese chillin', big money dealing with the stupid big beats that blows up the ceiling. The more petty crime, the more selling down, getting paid, make a buck, never writing rhyme. Ready rock, ready rock. Back in the day we had the ready rock, ready rock, ready rock. Back in the day we had the ready rock. Just like a diaper, you're always on my ass and full of shit. You still hanging around, you need to quit. Fiending for the flavor of a primo. And basing your lyrics upon my previous demo. Look, my vocabulary varies. This is why my rhymes hit. You lack potential, step down from the pulpit. I can see the point you tried to make. I whip five vocals, now nigga back up. You and them premature vocals, like the master of rhymes. When it's mine, I don't play that. You got a hole in your pocket, I got a paycheck. Perseverance, a family tradition. Oh, you got new squads, I know the mic technician. Ready rock, ready rock. Back in the day we had the ready rock, ready rock, ready rock. Back in the day we had the ready rock, ready rock, ready rock. Hey, check. Back in the day we had the ready rock, ready rock, ready rock. Total pack. Back in the day we had the ready rock, ready rock, ready rock. Mr. Pratt. Back in the day we had the ready rock, ready rock, ready rock. Boss Dollar. Back in the day we had the ready rock, ready rock, ready rock. What's this team? Back in the day we had the ready rock. Peace to all the junkies. Peace to all the pizza people.
Matter of fact, here.
6'5", 6'5".
Yeah, he's there. Yeah, we'll be there.
It's the only place I want to be. You already know why. I mean, it's more than that, but you know why, though. Yeah. I ain't even got to say no more. I know I'm on my way, though. Get ready.
Early in the morning when I'm standing at attention, I'm missing your attention and the smell of your loving all over me. I mean all over me. Nothing better than waking up to perfection. So perfected it's leaving me with no question that this is where I wanna be. To put it in perspective, I've given up the quest now. I can't wait to come home. Keeping on my first thing smoking, baby I ain't joking. Yeah. Out here on the road, out here on the road, I'm stacking all this dough. Gonna keep you satisfied. I can't wait to come home. Keeping on my first thing smoking, baby I ain't joking. Miss your taste, miss your smell, miss your feel, miss your baby. Just wanna get back to you. I'm impatiently waiting for quitting time, just to get to the place that feel good inside. Submissive positions that got me tapping out. You Baby, hold on to me. I
can't wait to come home. First thing smoking, baby, I ain't joking. Out here on the road,
out here
baby, I'm stacking all this
to
dough.
bring it home.
I can't wait to come home.
I ain't talking about the money, baby. No,
baby, I ain't joking.
Talking about that space filler, that bank account killer.
Just wanna get back to you. I can't wait to come home. Hopping on the first thing smoking, baby, I ain't joking. Out here on the road, we up stacking all
no other place I'd rather go.
I can't wait to come home.
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Baby, I ain't joking. Miss your taste, miss your smell, miss your feel, miss your ooh.
Love the way you taste,
get back to you. I'm coming home to you.
Coming home. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Baby, I'm coming home
to you.
Oh.
I can't wait to come home. Hopping on the first thing smoking.
Hopping on the first thing smoking. Be it plane, train, automobile. I gotta get to you, baby. 'Cause I know it's waiting for me at home.
Baby, I ain't joking. Miss your taste, miss your smell, miss your feel, miss your ooh. Just wanna get back to you.
Oh, baby, you got that kind of love. Make me call off sick. Make me not wanna go on the road. Like she said, you got that kind of love that make me wanna bust. Make me wanna slap your mama, baby, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey baby, what you doing? Put some clothes on, let's get into it. Some dinner, maybe a movie. Let's do what you like, you know you're choosing. Put that dress on, one that makes you get it.
You know which one I'm talking about, baby.
I won't be long. Traffic's moving steady. Babe, are you ready? 'Cause I'm on my way. I can't wait to get next to you. I'm on my way. So many things that I wanna do. Can't wait till I see your face. I'm on my way. On my way. Your beauty, just like magic, so incredible, no one can match it. I'm excited, the closer I get, gonna have a good time. You're who's invited, so put that dress on, one that makes you get it. Traffic's moving steady. Babe, are you ready? 'Cause I'm on my way. I can't wait to get next to you. I'm on my way. So many things that I wanna do. Can't wait till I see your face.
Yo, we back. The Vibe on Air. Mr. D's, Open Mike King. Feel free to call in 216-526-1555. 216-526-1555. Make sure you are going to thevibeonair.com and clicking the follow button. Make sure you do that. Everybody in the studio right now, I need to do it too. I'm gonna walk around and grab your phones and do it myself anyway, like I always do. But make sure you subscribe and hit us up on all social media at The Vibe on Air. And click like, subscribe, whatever you do, and follow, man. Follow us. There's a lot of good content, a lot of stuff, a lot of things going on. It's about that time I do what I normally do. You know what that is. It's about that time for this.
Oh my goodness. If it isn't Little Miss Attitude. She Russian. Girl. Ain't nobody got time for that. I am not the one, boo-boo. You said what? Hold my baby.
The ratchet nose.
Today in Ratchet News, I'm about to put something up on the screen. It's going to probably trip y'all out. But this is actually a true story, even though it looked like it's in a tabloid, but it's in a true story. A man has sex with a toaster. Oddball is rushed to the hospital with severe, and they say Todger burns, but you know what that means. It's the wee-wee. And they had a post of it, and people had a lot of things to say about it. It was very short things, but it was a lot of different comments. Like, for instance, Spade 2018, his comment was he just wanted to see what popped up. Just wanted to see what popped up. Oh, man. Thanks for the late laugh. Crocodile posted, can't blame him. He's probably inbred. Get it? Bread toaster. No. It was another one that said, where was it at? He named the toaster Franklin. He named the toaster Boomer. I don't know why he named the toaster, but dude, crazy. I mean, do people have sense? Do people have sense nowadays anymore? On Instagram the other day, they were showing these dudes having sex with pigs. Like lined up. Banging some pigs. And not the normal ones you meet at the bar. It's crazy. There's some nasty dudes out here. So to all these dudes banging toasters, pigs, chickens, whatever you having sex with except a girl, really,
Sit your dumb ass down.
get a couple of chairs and then slap yourself. The biggest story I got is about your president, Mr. Donald Trump. I have a video. If you ain't heard,
as President Trump enters the final sprint to the midterms, he is escalating his hard. As President Trump enters the final sprint to the midterms, he is escalating his hardline stance on immigration, saying,
I get ratchet at times and be forgetting what I'm doing. But your president has lost his mind once again and is now
as President Trump enters the final sprint to the midterms, he is escalating his hardline stance on immigration, saying overnight he plans to sign an executive order that would end birthright citizenship. It would be his most dramatic move yet on immigration.
With Election Day just 1 week away, President Trump is trying to fire up his core supporters to turn out for Republican candidates nationwide, topping his agenda, immigration, telling Axios on HBO that he plans to sign an executive order removing the right to citizenship for babies of non-citizens and unauthorized immigrants born on U.S. soil.
We're the only country in the world where a person comes in, has a baby, and the baby is essentially a citizen of the United States for 85 years with all of those benefits. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it has to end.
The move sure to set up a major legal battle over whether the president has the power to change birthright citizenship. The 14th Amendment saying all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. The president making his position very clear.
It was always.
We don't even want to hear what he's saying. But Donald Trump vows, in his word, and he vows to end the right to citizenship for children of non-citizens and unauthorized immigrants born on U.S. soil. And such a step would be regarded as an affront to the U.S. Constitution because he would have to change the 14th Amendment. Now, you want to basically deport anybody who is in America, but America itself is nothing but immigrants. There's nobody from America who was naturally born here. I mean, originally, whose family wasn't originally from somewhere else. If you all go all the way back to Jamestown, they weren't from here. They were from England. So what sense do it make? Here's where his shit hit home to him. His wife. His kids. His wife and all of his wives wasn't from here. He got mail order brides. So what is he going to do with them? He going to get them a special pardon? Was your family born here, Trump? I don't think they were. We're going to look into this. But still, the threat of ending birthright citizenship amounts to another escalation in Trump's hardline approach to immigrants, which he has become his signature issue. This is a quote that he said. "We're the only country in the world where a person comes in, has a baby, and the baby is essentially a citizen of the United States for 85 years with all those benefits. Several other countries, including Canada, have a policy of birthright citizenship, according to an analysis by the Center for Immigration Studies, which advocates for reducing immigration. But it's ridiculous," he says. He says it's ridiculous and it has to end. Already, even some of the president's defenders downplay the prospect of successfully ending birthright citizenship by executive order. I don't think it would pass the houses. It shouldn't pass the House. It shouldn't pass the Senate because it's unconstitutional. It's not right to anybody in this country. So if Trump thinks that he can stop people from coming to from this country and becoming citizens, he needs to go ahead and we got a call coming in from someone. Let's see what this is about. You are tuned in to the Vibe on Air. Who this is?
Oh, this is Philandia Milligan. I was tuning in to listen to Calvin Love for Little Giant.
Well, he's here. I ain't got his mic on that.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
Thank you for calling.
Did you hear him?
Yes. Am I supposed to ask a question or I'm just calling in to listen?
You can ask a question, but we went to that segment yet because you're not watching it, are you?
No, I'm driving home. I'm actually the nutrition coach for Little Giants.
Oh, okay.
And Calvin's my trainer.
Okay, that's what's up. We'll go ahead and ask him a question real quick, and then we're going to keep it moving because we're going to get ready to do his interview in a little bit.
Oh, I don't have a question. I was just calling for support. I'm trying to get home and watch it.
Okay. We'll get home and watch it. Go to www.thevibeonair.com, click that follow button, and he will be right there on the screen in a second.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Philandia.
You can call back in, too. Call back in and talk to him in about 10 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
I like it when they call it and they ain't catching the show, but it's the support that's needed. But we're gonna hop right back into this. I'm done with the Ratchet News. Trump need to get punched in the mouth or something, kicked in the ass or something, punched in the lip or something. He just need to really just go ahead and. I can't wait till we get ready to vote again for the president. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's George Bush again. It's better than Trump. But we're going to be right back in a little bit. We're going to hop into some more music videos and some more songs. Then we're going to jump in here and talk to my man, Calvin Love, Little Giants. We're going to talk about his new book. We're going to talk about the book signing. We're going to talk about Little Giants. People are going to be calling in. We got Ronnie Ivory over here. She's sitting in the cut. Yes, I said her name on air. I don't think she wanted me to. But it's too late now. It's all too late now. But we'll be back in a second with some more of this vibe on air.
I'm Patrice Jones with Network Notions, and you're tuned into Vibe on Air.
We promote a frequency, a universal vibration, a sound that will ring loud and clear. Clear? Special type of frequency, celestial transmission, megahertz and kilohertz, ringing loud and clear. Food for your body, strength for your soul. It's the type of situation that Babylon can control. You don't need no medication. Tune in to the situation. Everyone get your vibe. Energy will electrify. Frequency. Frequency. I can feel it, you can feel it, east, west, north and south. Here comes the vibration, come to cast the wicked out. The flex selection in abundance, strong like soldier, no redundance. Nothing firm from creation. The flex, I turn on meditation. Feel the vibe, don't feel the vibe. Everyone have to keep it alive. It no matter your present condition. Everyone not gonna receive the transmission. It's the prophecy. Check your history. That's why me I gonna give them a frequency. Frequency.
Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know. Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know. You ain't gotta say a word, I can hear your body calling. Ain't no holding back, girl, tonight we going all in. Never thought that I would find love, but I'm falling. He said this on the sideline, ain't mad cause we ballin'. I can't deny it, I got me a rider. She goes 0 to 100 for me. We just got this money up and stay low key. Baby, you're the only one that I need. Shawty, you gon' get this work. I'ma give you everything that you deserve. I never let nobody take your place, girl. I will always put you first. Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know. Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know. Never will I ever let you go. Come around the way, baby, I'ma rock your boat. Your wish is my command, whatever you want, just let me know. Girl, I got you wide open. I'm about to dive in your ocean. Let's make love in slow motion. No breaks, I'ma keep going. Never will I ever let you go. Come around the way, baby, I'ma rock your boat. Your wish is my command, whatever you want, just let me know. Girl, I got you wide open. I'm about to dive in your ocean. Let's make love in slow motion. No breaks, I'ma keep going. lie, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know, never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know.
Yo, all you hateful, hypocrite leeches, try hang with us. Make sure you know we dangerous. We're much more than street spot. We'll expose who we hide.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get talking, though they won't leave you alone.
I'm bad to the bone. I hold my own tightly, righty up on the chrome. Not yet, but battle axe followed by boomerangs thrown with technical precision, hitting right beneath the dome. I just let them go. They decapitate, then come home. Beef up security, hire more firepower, yo. When I get you as if you stood all alone. Cause Mr. Hunt, seek and find and kill. Murdering, long range from top of the hill. When the blowgun spits, poison tips rain down. Off-duty samurais move with wildlife sounds. Yeah.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get talking, though they won't leave you alone.
We murderiferous like mama gnomes. Firstborn child, get wild and get ground to food for coyotes somewhere in Arizona. My queen, mean Colombian devil's breath. Scopolamine dreams make you lean into death. Go try to breathe, I begin to squeeze. Even tighter, drop your code, walk away, drum and spray some cover fire.
We burn, bad mind, backbiting, hypocrite parasites. Thunder rolling from out the sky, but not until the lightning strike. These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get talking, though they won't leave you alone.
Prepare to be terrorized and shown while your paid muscle lay crumpled, entire face blown off. I'm the boss and I change your chromosomes from a little girl trapped in a grown man's body. Take off that dress, listen this little tea party. I know you feeling scared cause it ain't fair. How? With 6 million ways to die, you chose now. Mind what you do, watch what you say. Pre every caution sign along the way. Remind yourself each and every day. Remember me tell you, me say that
you'll be warned. These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie. Never tell a lie.
tuned in to the Vibe on Air. Mr. D's Open Mic King. Feel free to give us a call, 216-526-1555, or hit us up on the website at www.thevibeonair.com. As you see, the main camera for some reason is looking at the top of my head. And I know why, because I got the fresh haircut today. So, you know, for y'all who want to idolize somebody's haircut, you know, will know what a little good haircut look like. Let me turn around. Just for the ladies too, you know, the ladies. But we in the studio right now. Make sure you are tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. All of that stuff there. But in the studio, we have my guest here. I'm playing on my phone too. You just get the vibe everywhere. You can get it on your phone. You can get it on your TV, on your computer. If your girlfriend digital, you can get it on her back. But in the studio right now, I have with me. He's doing a lot of great things. He's got a book signing coming up, a new book coming out, which is the reason for the book signing. But we about to talk to him now and learn a lot of stuff about this man. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for my guest tonight, Mr. Calvin Lamb. And that's right, there he is. Now, Calvin, I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor, scoot that way just a little bit. I'll get you in the middle. There you go. You're about to see why in a minute. You know, there's a delay on the screen up there, but there you go, right there. You see yourself up there? There you go. So what's going on, Calvin? How you doing, man? I'm good. You know, I didn't know who you was. You know, Ronnie had hit me up before trying to bring people on the show, and this is the first time I actually got one of her messages. But it's a good thing that I got you. You know, you do a lot of good things in the community, and you got a good book coming out. And you told me briefly about it, but we need to enlighten the audience. So first, tell us about you and, you know, your upbringing and things, and, you know, what's gotten you to this point. Okay, hold on. There's one thing I got to do, which is turn their mic on. It's the Vibe on Air, man. We screw up sometimes. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a Cleveland native, born and raised.
Okay.
I attended, you know, Cleveland public schools my whole life.
Okay.
Typical, you know, I played sports, you know, throughout my life. Grew up in a single parent home.
Okay.
You know, in an area where some would probably say is probably one of the roughest areas of Cleveland.
What's that?
Superior, St. Clair, Russell.
Me too.
We moved a lot.
I grew up on St. Superior.
Okay. Yeah, we moved a lot coming up. But, you know, I stayed in school and all that good stuff. After that, went to college, University of Toledo. After that, went to the military, then went on to go to grad school, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's it, man.
So you with the grad school and everything, so you got degrees and all this stuff from, you know, stuff that I ain't got.
Yeah,
not yet. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still gonna work on it. But well, so you say you grew up on Superior St. Clair. What schools did you go to?
My first school was East Madison. It's closed now.
Okay.
Then I went to Daniel E. Morgan from there, and then Lincoln Jr. and East High.
Okay. East High. Okay, so you went to East High. So I'm sorry to hear that. I went to Glenville, so you know.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Nah. East High, I remember East High, our star basketball player was about to play there, and some dudes threatened him, like, if you make one shot, we go get That's my memory, East High. Because y'all couldn't play ball. But but okay, so you grew, you know, so you know, you came from a similar area I came from, you know, so I know how rough it is and out there and everything, but through all that adversity, you still came up.
Right.
Tell us about Little Giants.
Well, Little Giants is a fitness center solely for children. You know, our goal is to combat childhood obesity. About 8 years ago, what inspired me to open Little Giants was I had a little cousin at the time, and he was 12 years old and 305 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, he couldn't participate in any, you know, organized sports,
right.
Boxing, you know, football, etc. There's weight requirements.
Wow.
And he came from a single parent home. His mom, she worked a couple jobs, so she really didn't have the time to really, you know, monitor what he was eating, make sure he was into extracurricular activities. So I started taking him to the gym with me.
Okay.
And after 2 weeks, he lost 25 pounds. And, I mean, the change in him, not just physically, but his mindset completely changed.
Confidence.
You know, exactly. You know, he was always a very defensive kid because, you know, he was always picked on, but you know, once that confidence increased, I mean, he just became a different kid. So after that, I asked myself, I started doing some research and seeing, you know, how many other kids was going through this. And that's when I found out childhood obesity is an epidemic. So
We got somebody calling in and they want to interrupt you, so let's. You tuned into the Vibe on Air. Who is this?
This is Coco.
What's going on, Coco? My favorite bartender, as she like to call herself.
Right? How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Nothing much. I know y'all have one of my favorite little giants in there.
Oh, Coco, how you doing?
I'm good. You know me as Rachel. I just have my son up there. He had a wonderful boxing lesson today.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in. How do you like it?
Oh, no problem. He enjoyed himself. So
Good.
I'm glad y'all have that program there.
Say that again.
I'm glad you guys have that program there.
Thank you. Make sure you have him tell his friends. I mean, it's all year round. You know, we got some great coaches, the best coaches in the city.
Y'all do it every day, and even on the weekend.
Say that again. What was that?
I'm excited about the book signing. We promised we gonna come.
We getting to that, Coco. Can I do the interview?
Oh, I'm sorry. Jobs, huh?
She for workout fanatic herself.
Yeah,
she can work out. You do 2 a day still, right?
I do. Yes, I do. I do a lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna come see you at your new gig. You know, I like you just something to look at. You finished asking questions, Coco?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was taking a whole interview.
Yeah, you kind of are. So I'm gonna just let you go now. I'll catch you at the bar.
Hey, make sure you come up to Cavante's this Saturday for the book signing. Please.
Definitely do that.
Yeah, I'll be there. Definitely.
All right, 6 o'clock to 9.
Okay, that's Coco. So you got a lot of people know you got a lot of love for you. I got some questions, because you're doing fitness for kids.
Right.
What ages are you starting at with that?
We start as young as 6 years old.
6 years old.
Yep.
What kind of activities do you get like a 6-year-old into that's like working out in the gym?
You'd be surprised. I mean, we right now we offer group fitness classes.
Okay.
Monday through Thursday. Each class starts at 5:30, ends at 6:30. We have a variety of coaches teaching a variety of classes. So, they can come in, they can get circuit training, they can do. I teach a class called Combat Kids. It's inspired from some of the things I did when I was in the military. To just regular cardio classes.
Okay.
But more importantly, they get in a social interaction of working out with other kids, which keeps them going. And
now,
go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but how do you keep these kids? Your 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, they attention going all over the damn place. It's hard to sit your ass down. How y'all keeping these kids' attention?
I mean, we pride ourselves on discipline and structure.
Okay.
So it's not a daycare. When kids come in there, they come in there to work out.
Okay.
Our coaches are very, we're intense, but we're personable as well. And not only that, their kids are very competitive.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, they see if a 6-year-old is there, he want to do the same things that 13-year-olds are doing. So I mean, it's just part of the norm. It's the culture that we instill there.
Got somebody else calling in wanting to talk to you.
Okay.
Let's see who this is. You tuned into the Vibe on Air. Who this is? Guess they ain't want to talk. But so you start with, you said 6 years old is the beginning age.
Right.
So how do you separate them into different groups by the ages, and then?
Well, our group classes are open.
Okay.
I mean, you can have a 17-year-old right next to a 6-year-old training doing the same class.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we don't. I mean, there are some modifications to our training, but for the most part, I mean, it's all body weight type exercises. So, I mean, there's no modifications. Anybody can do it.
So it's like a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks.
Yeah, and not only that, we do a lot of like burpees, pushing sleds and stuff like that.
I hate burpees. Too deaf.
Exactly, a lot of people do. But so I mean,
see, a lot of people do. They hate burpees.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, I bet you do. You probably could do like 30 of them.
I don't know about that,
but what made you want to? I mean, you told me the situation with with your people, and but what how did you what gave you the thought to just make it into this type of class? And how long did it take for it to catch on with a lot of people?
Man, it took a few years. I mean, it was a lot of things we had to do behind the scenes. Not only to just build a brand, but it's hard to sell a vision that's not tangible, that people can't touch and see.
Mm-hmm.
So early on, you know, we just was kind of, you know, going out spreading the word, and you know, I did a couple pilot programs through elementary schools.
Okay.
You know, just kind of, you know, learn like, one, how to work with children and how to relate to them.
Right.
And then two, how to develop a product that's, you know, that's receptive to not only the children but the parents, you know. So, you know, it took a few years, and then, you know, we just built upon that.
That was like out of the box thinking right there. I mean, I would have never thought about fitness for kids, like a gym for kids.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you know, you'll go to you know, a lot of these chain fitness centers, you know, and you know, the parent will go work out, and they put their kids in a playroom.
Right.
A lot of time these kids are heavy, overweight, and they sit in a playroom with candy.
Right, and they should
That
be
makes no
really
sense.
working out with their parent or something.
Exactly.
And, it's a good idea. It's definitely a good idea. You tuned into the Vibe on Air. Who this? Why everybody keep hanging up?
Right.
If you gonna call in, talk, we would listen. But so like, give us some of that. I mean, I know we talk about burpees. But what's like some stuff that you would get, like, say, a 6-year-old to do?
I start off, typically we do, you know, I stretch them out, you know, teach them how to stretch, how to breathe during the stretching. After that, I go right into like lunges.
Okay.
You know, strengthen them legs up. From there, we go into some jumping jacks. We do some scissors. We do some core work. We do push-ups. You know, I squeeze a lot of different types of exercises within an hour. Yeah.
Now, like I said, the attention span of some of these young kids is like, but do they catch on quicker?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, they catching on real quick?
I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, these children are very, very intelligent, you know, and they're competitive. I mean, you put that together. I mean,
right. Yeah, they just.
I mean, they ready. And, you know, and once they walk in the gym and they just see, you know, everybody in there training and working out, I mean, it's just something that they want to be a part of.
So tell people where they can find that at, because I mean, before I even go into that, like, because, you know, you got some parents who, you know, could you consider like an alternative to daycare, even though you're not really babysitting them, you're training them,
right?
But like some parents might want to bring their kid there as a way to not only to get them in shape and get them some structure, but to get them out of their hair.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I mean, but it's a good outlet.
Okay.
You know, a lot of these parents are going through these kids. They don't even want to get out the house.
Right.
You know, all they want to do is play video games.
Right. I was about to say that.
You know,
back in our day, we wanted it didn't matter the weather. Exactly. We want to get out the damn house.
It was a punishment to stay in the house.
Right.
You know, now, I mean, you know,
these kids, if they go outside, they want to take their Game Boy with them or whatever you got now, the Switch.
You said Game Boy.
I'm older. I'm older.
Digging in the crates.
Wow.
but yeah,
damn,
man,
I feel stupid. I had to slap myself. But no, I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's good. You know, like I said, these kids don't want to get out the house now, but now you giving them more of an outlet to do it, and you getting them going earlier in their life where it's going to be more formatted into their brain to get out the damn house and go do something.
And it gives them something to do, you know, and you know, they build relationships with other trainers and other kids, you know. So now, at one point, it was kind of like I'm not even going to say a chore, but you know, a task for them to have to come to the gym. Now they look forward to come to the gym. You know,
it's kind of like I can see it kind of being like the same structure, like if you play football at termite all the way to bantamweight or whatever. But I can see that, and then, you know, they follow you off for, you know, be with you for life or whatever. They'll keep following you, and you get to know them like they your nephew or something.
Right, exactly. That's what they call me, Uncle Calvin, in there. A lot of Uncle Coach or whatever.
Okay.
But for the most part, I mean, what keeps them coming is that, you know, we monitor their progress.
Okay.
So it's not like they're just coming in there. We already do a bunch of push-ups and sit-ups and leave. No, we track their weight. You know, okay, this week you lost 2 pounds, and everybody in the gym cheering them on. I mean, and they get hungry.
So it's a lot of affirmative push for them.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Positive reinforcement.
Positive reinforcement.
What I was going for.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like y'all do like weigh-in and all that stuff once a week, and is it like a big event for them? They get to, you know, you said they cheer and everything. Is it like a party for them?
No, I mean, I'm not gonna say as a party, but they know they have to weigh in weekly. You know, we set goals every week. Mm-hmm. You know, based off their body weight and their body fat. You know, because every time they once they come in, we do initial assessment. We weigh them in, do their body measurements, figure out their BMI, their body fat, and set goals from there. And it gives them something to look forward to and work towards.
Do you end up getting a bunch of cocky kids?
You know what? Yeah, I do. I get some athletes. I mean, some serious athletes, you know. But then again, I get some novice kids that never worked out before, you know. So, of course, you know, the goals change based on, you know, one, what the parents expect, and two, what their kids are capable of.
Right. So, once again, let's go back to where I was going to go to, you know, to get the daycare thing.
Right.
Tell people where to find this at, man, and, you know, tell them about the different programs. And then I'm gonna ask another question as you say this because it's funny.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now we're you can find us in Euclid. It's on 185th Street, 627 East 185th.
Okay.
Yep.
185th in Euclid. I'm trying to think where that's at.
It's right before you, couple blocks before Lakeshore.
Okay, right. Yeah, I know. Okay. Now, do y'all have like a boot camp aspect of it? Like if some people want to get some accelerated kids who want to just go hard, and you know, you're gonna make them go to boot camp. Y'all got a boot camp like boot camp style?
Not so much, man. We're not in there.
Baby boot camp?
Nah, we're not in there screaming and all that stuff. However, you know, one of our boxing coaches, he is a little old school, you know.
Oh yeah.
And he give it to you raw.
Okay.
You know, so he can, you know, if you don't want your kid cussed at, hey, you probably don't want to work Coach T.
Okay.
But
okay.
hey, it is what it is.
But that's part of sports.
Exactly.
That's part of getting in shape. You got to call a kid an MF, not just play. You little MF. Sit your dumb ass down.
Sit your dumb ass down.
So let's just jump into the book. Tell everybody the name of your book that you got coming out.
Yeah.
That we keep scrolling behind you, keep popping up behind you on the screen. Yeah, see yourself right there.
Nice. Yeah, it's the book name is Step Up, and it's a biography about my life growing up without a father, and I'm highlighting a lot of men that stepped up and helped fill that void. Now these men come from completely different backgrounds, you know, different walks of life. You know, some drug dealers, some aren't, some business owners, some regular working men. But, you know, I learned a lot from these men. They taught me a lot. They taught me how to be a man. And as you're reading through this book, you'll see I'm sharing experiences that I had with my son, my stepson, who I stepped up to raise. And as you read and you'll see that I'm sharing these experiences with him. And I relate into things I'm trying to teach him while he's in jail.
Okay, so he's okay. So and this is all reality.
It's all true stories.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep.
Now, tell us about some of your background that relates to this, if you're willing to.
Okay.
You know, because you know, we want to give people a good barometer to rate this book on, because I mean the story sounds, especially by me being a stepfather, you know, it's
right.
You know, I always like hearing stories about, you know, good stepfathers, you know, because I tried to be a good stepfather. I had a couple of people in my life who tried to step in that place, you know, so
right.
you know, give people the real quick.
Well, I mean, you know, I guess, you know, people are quick to say the cliche, it takes a village, you know, right. And unfortunately, you know, if people aren't participating in the village, then these kids are being lost by the wayside, you know. So what really inspired me to share my story was, you know, to, you know, step up and encourage other men to share their story, and you know, that way our kids can really relate to what we experience, because a lot of times they don't know. They just know what we tell them. Say, for example, all right, just do, you know, go to school because I told you to. We don't tell them the why.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't share our backstory with them. So that's
not giving them the real reason.
Exactly. Yep.
Now, you said you got a couple of different people that you picked up from, and all these different stories, drug dealers, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sure, you know, you amalgamated bits and pieces of everybody's personality than yours. So, you know, because you mentioned drug dealer first. I mean, actually, what did you pick up from the man who used to move the weight?
Oh, okay.
What did you learn from that man?
Well, I'm not going to tell too much because I want people to read the book. But
right. Oh yeah. Without giving up the story.
Yeah.
It's to be sold, not to be told.
Well, you know, this particular guy, when I was a kid, you know, he was the man back in the day down the way. And, you know, he had the cars, the jewelry, the women, and all that stuff.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Boss.
Yeah, exactly. But he taught me, you know, the importance of education. you know, and how to make money in a legal way, you
Okay.
know, without having to, you know, look over my shoulder or worry about, you know, this person, you know, taking advantage of me, et cetera, et cetera. But I get very detailed in the book about some of the things he taught me, you know, and all the way down to how to, you know, make it and, you know, things I saw, you know. So, but for example, my son had no idea that, you know, I experienced this, you know, or I saw this, or, you know, I'm capable of, you know, doing some of the things that this man taught me, but I chose otherwise, and he encouraged me to. You know, he was one of the men that kind of kept me on a straight and narrow, you know, to not go down that route. So.
And you know, the biggest thing, and whether you stepfather or any father, parent, period, you have kids, and kids grow up and they, of course, they think everything revolves around them.
Right.
You know, they act like what they see is the first time that anybody ever seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they act like, you know, the slang they're using is the first time it ever came out. They act like they're the first time the person bought the shoes.
Right.
And they don't be realizing sometimes that, well, not even sometimes, all the time, they don't realize about what their parents really might have went through, everything. Right. They just see, oh, my dad, you know, well, mom, this dad lame, you know, he always trying to make me stand out. But they don't really know the whole story behind them. And that's the one thing I think parents need to share about is where they came from, because that's where the kids came from. Right. You need to always know where you come from. Right. And, you know, it's a good thing that, you know, you talk to him and you gave him that game so he can, you know, now he know, okay, well, okay, I guess he can tell me this because he's been through it. He ain't just somebody trying to tell me something that don't know nothing.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and you know, I'm a man of you know, I don't talk too much. You know, I'm a very quiet type of guy. You know, so I really don't share a lot of different stories with my children or things I went through because, you know, it's the past one.
Right.
You know, and it is what it is. You know, I don't want any pity parties. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't have like a bad childhood, but I did see things and witness things that my children would have never seen.
Right, yeah.
Thought I'm saying, you know, so. But yeah, I mean, I think this book is giving me an opportunity to kind of, you know, give them a little snapshot of, you know, some of the things that, you know, not only me, but a lot of my friends was able to overcome, you know.
Okay. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to play a little music, and when we come back, we're going to talk more about this book. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk more about Kivante's and what's coming up this Saturday. Yep. And we're going to talk more about you in general. This is The Vibe on Air with Mr. Deeds, the open mic king. I know you like my hair. Especially ladies, I know you like it. We're going to be right back and talk more with Calvin Love. He's showing y'all love. He wrote a book about love. It's all love, baby. I'm just saying. It's The Vibe on Air. Why is it still on me?
This your boy with flavor, your neighbor. This is Cool TLC. And when I'm chilling, I'm chilling. But most of the time, I'm checking out Vibe on the Air.
Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Sonny Jones. And this is something new. Everybody rock like this, like this, like this. Everybody rock like this, like this, like this, like this. Come on, you and me, we been down, best of friends, hanging out. Never would have thought we crossed the line. Oh no, feelings cool, different now. Figure we should give it around. Just take our time and we'll be fine. It seems what we've been fighting is finally gaining ground. Been holding up this front so long, now it's quickly weighing down. Without even trying, it's just so very rare. I'm glowing with excitement, but I'm also very scared. 'Cause I don't wanna be that couple that everybody sees as perfect. Every other day we scuffle, they realize I really ain't worth it. See, I don't wanna play no games with you. I just wanna put this thing in groove. If we tear away, we're bound to lose. So just I do
They say when it rains it pours. We all gotta see life through our own eyes. We all fall, gotta crawl before we walk right. Everybody got a story to tell, and everybody that you know going through something, even when they tell you nothing. We all trying to make it, we all want better, we all want better, we all want better, better.
Ever since I was little, I had them big dreams. Imagining I had it all, always the finest things. I knew whatever I wanted, I was gonna go and get it. Even as an adolescent, I knew I was different, individual, gifted unconditionally. I am me, I don't pretend I be so T-R-U-E. I'm just a soldier trying to make it, being all I could be. Salute to all of my queens that never give up when the struggle get real. Working 9 to 5, hustling up on the side, going back and forth to school, go live a better life. Eager with an appetite, head how she got her mind right, focus. Salute to y'all, all we got is us. And God I trust, I be craving for a different lust. Silly in my younger days, over years I polished up. I'm committed, I'm trying to teach them how to level up. Show these haters you for the win and you not giving up. Long time coming. Get the fuck off of me! Get off of me! Would you get off of me? A change gon' come, a change gon'.
They say when it rains it pours. We all gotta see life through our own eyes. We all fall, gotta crawl before we walk right. Everybody got a story to tell, and everybody that you know going through some things, even when they tell you nothing. We all trying to make it, we all want better, we all want better, we all want better, better.
Never fit the picture, perfect stereotype. I remember when I wanted to fit in, I tried to change just so people like me. Tried to be popular, Miss Popularity, she needed clarity. Every rap insecurity, that's insecurity. You'll be surprised with what we plaguing them out. Hurting qualities, what's the devil so silently? No more limits for self, no more depending on nobody else to make or break me. It's my time, excuse me if I'm sounding cocky. Way too many people doubting me instead of taking the time just to hear me out. Maybe see what I'm about, catch my way. When you see me finally coming up, just know I'm cool, fam. How you different, you know better, you do different, I'm a witness. Started with my own forgiveness, now I'm relentless. Taking over, got my full intentions, I'm ready, I'm coming for the city, then it's for the world. I'm unstoppable, guarantee you, you gon' hear about your girl's roof.
They say when it rains it pours. We all gotta see life through our own eyes. We all fall, gotta crawl before we walk right. Everybody got a story to tell, and everybody that you know going through something, even when they tell you nothing. We all trying to make it, we all want better, we all want better, we all want better, better.
It's not my fault that you're perfect, and I want you just for me. I blame God for making you so beautiful, flyest thing I ever seen. Your daddy raised one hell of a man, and your mama taught you well. You protect, you provide, you proclaim how I like it. You're such a man. Round of applause. You deserve a standing ovation. Boy, you're worth it. Round of applause. You deserve a standing ovation. Standing ovation. Your ex-girl must be crazy.
wish and you're kind. So damn creative when I love all mine. Can't even blame me for being an all. That's why I love you, baby. Round of applause. You deserve a standing ovation. Boy, you're worth it. Round of applause. You deserve a standing ovation. Standing ovation.
I remember 86 when crack first hit the scene. Waving Hollywood, making young hoes scream. Late night baller blocking, serving them fiends. Pistol on the table while we counting that green. Everybody getting money, everybody so clean. No squares in our circle, staying down for the team. Like Queens ride, so did the Menace and the Malice, and them jealous ass niggas tried to come and get at us. They kicked in the door, we cocked them foes and drop back like some gangsters, what they thought really do. The hood started talking in the enemy's group, and if they had beef with me, they had beef with you. But we was real niggas through the thick and thin, and if we lose, but we in it to win. Now my brother's gone, and I'm just looking above, still repping that empty love. That empty love.
Remember growing up in them projects, where money was the goal, using hoes was the process. I learned it at a young age, how to make the profit. My older niggas taught me well, so I be paying homage. It's engine love, yeah, I feel it in my soul. The chief told me pay attention to what's going on. You gotta live, you gotta learn, you gotta stay strong. It's engine love, I be taking home. I lost too many niggas down the road to the struggle. Real recognize real, so I be staying humble. Money steady piling, so my niggas seeing double. We got it out the mud, cause all we know is hustle and love.
Now it's the same nigga from the block with you. Done slung rocks with you, got rich and nigga and didn't forget you. Now here's a picture, and when they gonna let you out the den, I'm getting in. Girl, they asking how you been, now how you living. Now here's a money order, stay strong. Your mama's doing fine, nigga, I done put her on while you was gone. I'm keeping things out like I told you. Oh yeah, did my girl send that granddad I owed you? Saw you shorty. He looking more and more like you. He say, Wahoo, when I grow up, I'm gonna be engine too. I say that's cool. And let a tear drop from my eyes. Cause I can look at shorty number highs engine right.
Yo, it's the vibe on there. Mr. Deeds, the open mic king. That guy right here, that's me. Yep. With the new haircut. The one your girlfriend likes. And we're here talking to my man Calvin Love. Fitness guru to the children. Author. Yeah, I come up with stuff sometimes. I'm kind of smart. I'm a smart fella. But we're here talking to Calvin. And Calvin, I'm gonna have you scoot down just a little bit more. I want you in the middle, man. I don't know why I just want. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're more prominent on the screen. Yeah, there you go. And as you see, Calvin is here chilling with the vibe on air. Yes, he's light-skinned, ladies. He work out. Okay. If y'all want a date, call in. We're gonna get Calvin a hookup. 216-526-1555. You have to work out too, though. If all you do is go to Denny's, he might like you too. I don't know what to say. But we're going to talk more to Calvin here. So, first thing. How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah, how old are you?
38, man.
38? Yeah. Make sure your mic on. I thought you said 38.
Yeah, 38.
You don't look that old.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, you ain't that far behind me, so that's good. Make me feel better. So is this your first attempt at writing a book?
Yes.
It's your very first attempt.
Yep.
What made you want to just? I mean, I know you wanted to tell a story and everything, but what was your what drove you to just putting it on paper?
You know what? Honestly, my son.
Okay.
You know, I think he put us through a lot. You know, and I felt as though this is probably the last thing I can do to help to see if he can kind of get what I'm trying to teach him.
Okay.
You know, over the years, you know, so why not share my story and put it on paper and have him read it and see my perspective as to why I raised him the way I did.
And then the same attempt inspire others.
Exactly.
So what was your process in it? I mean, did you sit down, come up with an outline? I mean, did you just start just straight writing?
Not at all.
Forget it.
Nah. So, you know, fortunately, I've been with my wife for almost 22 years now. So,
Okay.
I mean, throughout my life, she
It's a fake audience late with clapping, but they late.
So I came home one day and I said, you know, babe, I want to write a book. And she like, what? You know, because I hate to read, I hate to write.
Okay.
But
like me.
You know, I said I want to write a book, blah blah blah. I want to dedicate it to Rashid, et cetera, et cetera. So what I did was pretty much I sat down, I came up with the format, the structure of the book and everything. I told her I didn't want it to be like a traditional book with chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. No, I didn't want it like I wanted it to be like an actual conversation.
Okay.
And so I came up with the structure and the format, and I gave her the stories, and she brought it to life. I mean, so vividly, it's crazy, you know. So my first book, my wife and I did together.
That's dope. That's dope. That's the fake audience, man. They very sentimental. So you made it more of a conversation. So it's not really like a chapter or anything. No chapters, and it's just
Each chapter is named after the particular man that stepped up in my life.
Okay.
So, you know, the first chapter, you know, it's an address to my dad, you know, and then I end it with an address to my dad. And then, you know, the chapters in between are chapters dedicated to that particular guy that stepped up and helped mold me into the man that I am today.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, it's a good concept with it too. I mean, like we were talking about, you know, like I said, from being a stepdad and having, you know, different men in my life, you know, I can definitely appreciate it. And you know, I was just showing you, we played a video called "Engine Love," which was a rap video, but it was the stepfather talking to the stepson in that video. Mm-hmm. And you know, even though it was they talking about some street stuff, or whatever, and how to watch your back in the street, but it was still on that same level. Yep. And a lot of people, it need to be more towards stepfathers too, because believe it or not, especially in the black community, there are more stepfathers in place than the actual fathers.
Right, so true, man. I mean, there's so many blended families now, you know, and you know, to me, a father is a father, whether you're a stepfather, biological father, or an uncle playing a role as a father. You know, it's important for men to step up and fill that void. And if you don't, if you know your man is not holding his end of the bargain and not carrying his weight as a man, as a father. You know, it's up to us to hold him accountable.
Even if you are that man that's not holding up your and then you know you ain't doing your job.
Exactly.
You can't get mad at if she move on and move to find a man who gonna take care of your business for you. For real.
Honestly, you know, I'm not perfect by far.
Right.
But there's 3 things that a man should do, period. I mean, 1, you shouldn't hit a woman. 2, you shouldn't abuse children. And 3, take care of your kids.
Right. Take care of your damn kids.
Period. That's it.
Audience is going crazy, but let's talk about what's going on at Kevante's this Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, Kevante's Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. Kevante's is located in Richmond Heights at Richmond Mall. We're doing our book release and actually a book signing. You know, we have free food, hors d'oeuvres, and a live band going. So come in and please support. You can get your book. You can take a picture with me or, you know, get your book and get it signed by me. But main thing is just support and you know, share your experience after you read the book. This book is dedicated to a lot of young men in our city that need guidance and need structure and need someone that they know that can relate to them. So,
what band you got?
Actually, I believe it's going to be Forecast. No, not Forecast. It's called. I think it's called Sticks. It's the Kevante's. They change the band every
right.
Year,
Yeah, they
so,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be dope. You gonna get up there and give them a motivational speech, talk about the, you know.
I don't know, man. It depends.
You're a real mellow guy. I mean, you just like, you know. I don't know, man. I'm just chilling. You know,
No,
man.
whatever.
Come on, man. I don't do all that, man. I just want to sell books. But no, I mean, you got to get up there, and give them some type of like, a benediction or something.
Yeah, I'll probably do. You know, welcome and just thank everyone for coming out to support.
Okay,
you know,
okay.
And, that's about it.
How many books you plan on signing?
Hey, I only printed 125.
Okay.
That's it. So, I mean, I'm hoping, you know, I got a feeling they're going to sell out, you know. So, after that, you can put an order in and, you know, we get that order shipped out to you.
I mean, you can always put Ronnie to work and have her print out some more.
Right.
Have her get some more printed. Where else will this book be available at?
It'll be available on Amazon.
Okay.
You can order a hard copy or you can order an ebook as well. So it'll be available November 6th. Election day. Go vote.
Yes, definitely go vote. Too bad it ain't for the president.
Right.
I hate Trump. So you're trying to get into any other avenues besides Amazon? Like you're trying to move into like Barnes Noble?
Well, honestly, you know, my goal is to get my book into a lot of different juvenile centers.
Okay.
A lot of school districts. You know, my niche is to use fitness as my way to kind of build a relationship with the youth, and then after that, we can, you know, go over and kind of have like that mentoring section of what they read in the book, you know. So.
And speaking of that, was my next question actually. By you being, you know, a stepfather, and this is your, you know, you putting this out here with the book, and you deal with a lot of children. Mm-hmm. Do you get a lot of people who mentor you, and they want to really be under your wing so deep it's like they almost like your son?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I have so many kids that young men that, you know, that I mean, I'm out all the time in the city, and you know, oh, that's Coach Calvin, how you doing? They text me, can you come to my game? Can you come to my graduation? And I make it a point to be there, you know, because
it's hell on your pocket on Christmas, ain't it?
Man, hey,
you got to buy. You probably the one that's gonna buy them gifts.
Right. You know, I don't know. I don't like to glorify the things I do.
Okay, well, I mean that's good though. That's you can see you're a humble dude too. That's another thing too. So I mean, you know, I'm a loud talking dude, and I'm just sitting here talking to this dude, and he just so mellow and so cool. It's making me feel like I'm an ass for having him on here because I'm trying to get all this stuff out of him, and it's like, hey, I'm talking to him, he's saying all this nice stuff, and all I keep thinking in the back of my head is,
oh my damn,
and it's like he just so I'm not really, I don't want to glorify. I'm like, damn it, glorify yourself a little bit. No, you ain't got to, no. So I had a good question too.
What's up, Rick?
Oh, you got people on live?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going live. You got a big following?
I don't know if it's a big following. I guess it's decent. The people that follow me, and the people that I follow are people I know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's I guess it's decent. You know, I'm not up there with like 30,000, 40,000. I don't know that many people, but
What's the biggest expectation if you had to your biggest want out of your expectations of this book? What do you if you have your choice of what you would want to happen to this book? What would be the biggest thing you would like to see this book do?
Wow, that's a good question.
I know.
Let me think about that. You know, I would love for this book to touch a young man that's probably going through, you know, a tough time in his life to where he's probably, lashing out, in school or whatever. And I hope that he pick up this book and read it, and he has an epiphany that, he's not the only one that's walking that path, of going through some of the things that he's going through, So, I mean, if I can touch one young man to have him change his lifestyle and, going to live his life on a better path, I'm good.
Now, are you self-published with this book, or do you
Yes.
have some? So it's strictly self-publishing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, how would you feel if somebody came around and wanted to give you a huge publishing deal, and then it just took off for you?
You know what? It depends. I mean, it depends on the purpose behind it.
Okay.
It's not about, I don't want the publishing company or whatever to lose sight of what the true purpose of this book is for. As long as we can stick to the message, then I'm cool with it.
That's a big deal.
But if it does well, I'm looking at possibly doing an indie film in 2019.
That was my next thing, because it seems like it's set for a film. The way the book is written, it's like when you said the way it was written, I just kept thinking that could be like a movie. It could be like Tyler Perry. But it would make a good movie. It things like the format fits the screen the way it is, and you could build the characters already there. You could just build off of what you have in the book, and then the right people can bring everything to life.
Yeah, that's the plan, man. So I'm hoping that the right person read it. The right person in Cleveland read it, maybe even Tyler Perry, and kind of put it on the screen.
Well, if you definitely need some actors, I've done quite a few plays and some TV here and there, and I once played the officer on the going down scene of Martin. No, I haven't.
Okay.
Never. But I played some plays and done some acting. But yeah. So here's what I'm about to do with you, Calvin. Can I call you Calvin?
Yeah, that's
Can I call you Cal?
Cal.
Can I call you CL?
Cal.
Okay.
That's cool.
Cali Lud. No, just play. We're about to play a little game.
Oh, shit.
It's the most infamous game, the most amazing game. It's America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's the game where you have to define slang into regular ass English. I hope you are ready to play. What does it mean? Calvin, are you ready to play?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great. Here are the rules. My phone is very loud. You have to define the words into regular English. You cannot use slang to define slang.
Okay.
And you can't use the word itself to define the word.
Gotcha.
Of course, if you get the answer correct, you get the correct buzzer. If you get it wrong, you get the wrong buzzer.
Okay.
And of course, you will be timed.
Okay.
Are you ready
Let's do
to
it.
play? What does it mean? Let's go.
All right.
Cali Cal. Your word is Skrilla.
Money.
That is correct. That is correct. Skrilla is money. That's correct. And just so I would make a point, it can come from any time frame.
Okay.
And it can come from any era or any region.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just so you know. So don't get confused. Your next word, CL Smooth. It's kicks.
1990s tennis shoes.
That is correct. That is correct. Athletic shoes or tennis shoes. That is correct. Very good. Doing well so far. Your word, Killer Cow, is fat.
That's dope.
Dope is a slang word.
That's good. Good.
I'll give you that. That is correct. If you could tell me what PHAT stands for, you get extra points.
Pretty hot and tempting.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. You know your slang. Very good.
From down the way, man.
Your next word. It's Wody.
Friend. 2000s. From New Orleans.
That is correct. And he actually gave the date, the year when it came out. Very good. He's a slangatician. Your next word. Some of these are too damn easy. So let's go to a harder one. Jonesing.
Craving.
That is correct. Craving. That is correct. Your next word.
Hey, one of my friends said all the 79th coming out.
That is true.
All right, Aisha.
Your new word is bromance.
A good relationship with one of your guy friends.
That is correct. That is correct. Bromance. It has nothing to do with homosexuality, as most people try to say it does. It has nothing to do with it. You can have a bromance and be straight. They're not fondling each other. Just wanted to make that clear. Your next word is Becky.
Wow. My mama. White girl. Ooh, whoa, no. Nah. Oral sex.
Judges? It's correct because you kind of said both of them, they go together. It's oral sex like a white woman. Becky. Then you listen to Jules Santana.
Yeah.
Your next word. Cougar.
What is it?
Cougar.
Cougar.
Cougar. Cougar.
You got me, man.
You don't know what a cougar is?
Was it cougar? Oh, okay. I thought it was cougar.
A cougar
is an older lady. Yeah.
That likes younger men.
Yeah. I said, was it cougar?
I said cougar.
Okay, my bad.
Cougar. I phonetically said it as well. Cougar. Your next word. Salmon. Salmon, or as some people say, salmon.
Fish.
No, that's not the slang word for it. That's actually what it is, but that's not the slang meaning.
Oh, you got me on that one.
Okay. A cougar is the opposite of a salmon is the opposite of a cougar. First, let me give you the wrong buzzer. Thank you. Yes, it's an older man who likes younger women.
A salmon? For real?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
I learned something today.
Yes. These are your last words. These are your last words. All right. I'm going to give you 4 words. These are your last words.
All right.
These will determine if you win or not. The other points don't count anymore. Your first word. Thought.
A young girl that gives her body up easily.
What does THOT stand for?
Oh, shit. You got me.
The first part was correct, but it stands for that hoe over there.
Right.
Thought.
Yep.
Thought. Your next word.
Well, Aisha knew that one.
Facebook always knows. Your next word is woke.
awaken to society.
Because you added that, I'll give it to you. Because awaken is the same thing as woke.
Yeah.
It's to be consciously aware.
Yeah.
Very good. Your next word, and it's an infamous word that most people don't get. It is skirt skirt.
Wow. I'm leaving to depart. What is it?
There's two definitions. One is peeling off in the ride.
Yeah, to depart.
Depart could be walking.
Okay, true.
It's to peel off in the ride where your wheels are screeching.
Okay.
But the actual definition I like the best is it's an ad lib that them young rappers use nowadays. Skirt skirt. Your final word. Are you ready?
Yep.
Your word, Calvin Love, is pearl.
See, I need to call my daughter for these, man.
And I want to call her.
Nah, I'm good.
Pearl is an old Cleveland slang word that means to leave. Man, I'm about to pearl.
Man, you went back in the day. Yeah.
I told you come from any time frame, from anywhere. To pearl. I'd like to thank Mr. Calvin Love for playing America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean? All of our contestants will receive absolutely nothing because we don't have anything to give them, so they just play for free. Thank you for playing. What does it mean? Bye-bye. Yeah, that was what does it mean. Gotta get your slang up, homie. But nah, I had to break the monotony a little bit. But so
nah, that was fun.
Yeah, I tried. I try. I got to come up with some newer words though. My slang is getting out of whack. But I mean, the book sounds like it's gonna be a great success. Okay. I mean, I can't personally wait to get my hands on one myself because, and like I said, I'm not a big reader either, but I definitely want to get dove into this one because it relates to something that deals with my own personal situation too. Right. I think it's going to relate to a lot of dudes' personal situation, a lot of young men in general, because whether they are stepdad, they've probably been in a situation where they've dealt with a stepdad. Yep. So it's something that a lot of people need to read and everything. And if you ain't got plans on Saturday, or if you do got plans on Saturday, change them. Go to Cavante's, talk to Calvin, embrace this man, shake his hand. Find if you got fat kids, give them to him. He'll turn them into fitness gurus. Show him your arm. Show him your arm.
Nah, man.
Hey, you ain't gonna advertise. You gotta show the kids what they living up to. Nah, man. So, what do a parent got to do to sign up?
Just come check us out. 627 East 185th Street, Euclid, Ohio. Just come on in. I have 5 different coaches there that'll take care of you. More than likely, I'll be there as well. Complete application. Fill out the waiver form so we can get going. Do
they get like any type of like trial, or the kid can try it out, see if it's something?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can come check it out. A lot of parents had their kid, do a group class for the first time, and chances are they sign it. 90% of the time they sign it up afterwards. So.
Okay. Is it? I don't want to put the price out there, but is it fairly expensive to?
Well, all of our group classes are free.
Oh, really?
Absolutely free.
Wow.
Unfortunately, a lot of children that's suffering from obesity live in poverty, so I didn't want to create another financial barrier. So,
man, this dude right here, man, damn, you got a halo?
Man, stop it.
Dude, I mean, damn.
Yeah, but the group classes are all free. So Monday through Thursday, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m.
Now, if it's a guy who's 45 but he dressed like a little kid, can he sneak in and get some?
His old ass gonna train with me.
So what you saying, huh?
I'm just saying, man.
Now, do you train older people? I mean,
I
you train adults.
Yeah.
So is that at the same facility?
Same facility.
What's that class like?
Well, I just do personal training.
Okay.
I have no adult classes at all.
Okay, so you just do personal training on the side.
Yep.
So it's basically based on their schedule and whenever you can fit into that.
Exactly. Yep.
That's
so
cool.
A lot of other trainers, they train adults and kids as well. So
that's what's up, man.
That's what makes us different. We don't offer any classes for adults, and not to knock any other facility that's doing that, but that's just not our thing. You know,
Right,
you
want to help the kids more, and you know that's a good thing, man. What's like some of your biggest success stories out of dealing with the kids and getting them into shape?
Oh man, where do I begin? Well, we have an annual gala every year. It's a formal event, and this year we gave out our first Little Giant of the Year award. This young man, back in November of last year, make a long story short, he came in to train right before Thanksgiving, and he was like, "Coach, can I sit out? I got a headache." I said, "All right, no problem." And when his aunt came to pick him up, I told her, you know, he didn't do too well today. He said he wasn't feeling too well. Over the weekend, you know, he was throwing up and vomiting. They took him to the doctor, and they thought he had like a virus or whatever. When they went to go wake him up that Monday morning, he wasn't responding, and he went into a coma.
Oh wow!
And they rushed him to the hospital, and they was able to pull him out of he came out of the coma, but they found out he was diabetic, 8 years old.
Oh wow!
So his organs were shutting down. I mean, we almost lost him. You know, so once he regained consciousness, you know, and everything, you know, we kind of slow walked him back into training after a couple of months, but he did a complete 180, and you know, not only he changed physically. I mean, he lost weight, he lost inches, his stomach went down, but the perseverance that he showed day in and day out. When he came in to train, I would have to check his glucose before he trained. Once we done, I check it afterwards to make sure he's still in that range that he needs to be in. And he did everything, every step of the way with a smile on his face. And he just motivated not only me, you know, I mean, because, you know, to see that firsthand, you know, you pitch, you know, the importance of Little Giants and how, you know, diabetes and childhood obesity is affecting our children, but to actually see it and witness it firsthand is a completely different thing. And I mean, he really made me go full throttle into pushing what we stand for. And so far, he's been our best success story, you know, and, you know, he's 9 years old now. I mean, he's still training 3 times a week, and, you know, his diabetes is type 1. You know, but his diabetes is manageable now, you know, and he just grew into a completely different lifestyle, and he's doing great.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. You are an inspiration to a lot of, you know, you're a really positive guy, and, you know, the modesty part is, you know, commendable too, because a lot of people come in, they doing something, they got the biggest arrogance about them, you know, but I don't see that in you, man. And I like the fact that, you know, you are about the kids, and that's your main focus. Money is not the issue for you,
right?
So I commend you on that, man. And
thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You know, but my story is different because I didn't suffer from childhood obesity. I didn't suffer from childhood obesity. I suffered from childhood malnutrition.
Okay.
Because I was always skinny. It wasn't on purpose. I ate. It's just I couldn't get big.
That was me.
I was 109 pounds at graduation.
Oh yeah, you was worse than me.
I was little.
Yeah.
But I used to work out and everything, and I didn't get big. Now I suffer from middle-aged man obesity. So, but I'm working on that. But man, Calvin, you are a cool dude, man, and I can't do nothing but wish you nothing but the best, man. I'm gonna come grab that book. Thank you. We gonna talk, man, a little bit, man. I'll help you promote the thing if you want to.
Absolutely.
You just put it on my webpage or something about the, you know.
Okay.
And it'll be just for the love, because you know what you're doing is for the love, and I can appreciate it.
Thank you. I
so
appreciate that.
Hit everybody with. Well, first, before you do that, I always ask people at the end of the show, what would you like to say to people that you could leave on their hearts and minds?
Wow.
Profound.
I don't know. You know, be an advocate for improving not only yourself but your family and your community, and do it wholeheartedly.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Gotta drop a bomb on that one. Stop. Okay. Now, tell everybody where they can find you for all your stuff. Tell everybody again about Kevontae. Tell everybody the address again for the Little Giants. Just throw it all out there. Facebook, Instagram, all that. Give it to them. Go.
All right. You can find Little Giants in Euclid, Ohio, 627 East 185th Street, Euclid, Ohio. You can find me on Instagram at Calio, CALIO 716, or follow our Little Giants page at Little Giants 17. Again, please come out to Cavante's this Saturday, November 3rd, from 6 to 9 p.m. We'll be having a book release and book signing, free food, live band going on, and just please come out, support, have a good time.
Give me your Instagram, Facebook, all this stuff.
Instagram, Calio 716, and Little Giants 717. Little Giants 17, and on Facebook, just Calvin Love.
That's what up, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up one more time to Calvin Love. It's a pleasure having you on the show. It's a pleasure having you on the show. Like I said, be looking out for this man, and go to Cavante's. If the book don't bring you out, the one thing they bring out black people is free food.
Right.
Free food. That means it's probably gonna be some spaghetti, some chicken, some hot dogs. We can cook our food. Right? Yeah, it's gonna be. You can take your plate home. Bring out your cousin Junebug, your aunt Boo May. Come on, bring everybody out so that you get some love from Calvin.
Punch with the styrofoam.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got alcohol there too for the ones that don't really eat that much. They just drink. But go up there and learn something. Get your mind right. Broaden your horizons. Talk to Calvin. It's going down. Ronnie gonna be there, so you might see her. She might be passing out cigars. Who knows? Like she just had a baby or something. But I gotta say thank you for bringing Calvin up here. I mean, Ronnie, you did your thing, man. I appreciate you doing that. And ladies and gentlemen, you have officially been tuned in to the Vibe on Air. I'm Mr. Deeds. I'm your host. Make sure you hit me up. You can catch me on all social media as Mr. Deeds is who you need on Instagram, or D Carroll on Facebook. But make sure you follow us everywhere. You can follow us on Facebook at The Vibe on Air. On YouTube at The Vibe on Air. Instagram, The Vibe on Air. Snapchat, The Vibe on Air. Periscope, The Vibe on Air. iTunes, The Vibe on Air. It's a bunch of other places, but The Vibe on Air. But Twitter, I still ain't got no Twitter yet, man. And I ain't getting one. Do people still use Twitter? I don't know. It's like Twitter and MySpace. I do got a MySpace page though, but I don't remember the name. But Twitter, I got one of them too. I think it's still there. I might have to go back on there and check. But you've been tuned in. Make sure you check us out next week, same time. We'll tell you who our guest is coming up this Sunday. So, but they real. It's some reggae. They do reggae. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Thank y'all for tuning in. You've been officially vibed in. Stay vibey. Stay vibey. Stay vibey. I'm out.